Hey everyone, welcome back to Clash with M. Today I'm going to be covering a brand new up and rising war team. I'm going to go over some of their attacks because they have an amazing lineup. These are going to be ranking the top 6 attacks I saw from most common to the most rare and unique I've seen. So stick around if you want to see some cool attacks and learn a bit more, and go ahead and join On Fire if you're looking for a competitive war team. They recruit only the best, so go ahead and give them a join if you're interested. Alright, let's get started. Coming in at number 6, we do have a Super Yeti Smash Attack with an RC Walk, so we'll go ahead and watch that now. This attack is done by number 2, AASHU. I'm going to butcher all of these names, but we'll go ahead and get it a watch. As you can see, the majority of this base is supercharged, so this is a fully maxed base. So if you're looking for some more strategic attacks with the Super Yeti, this is going to be your definite go-to. We're going to start with the RC Walk at the top, going straight for that Monolith and Fire Spitter. Straight for the kill. It's going to get the Town Hall as well. As you can watch, the pathing is just perfect on this RC. And the Town Hall goes down. Straight into Recall. That's definitely very important later on because the RC is by nature one of the best heroes you could have. And then the Smash Attack is just going to go right through the center. As you can see, the pathing of these walls are planned out where these Super Yetis are going to go right through them in an L shape. There's not really much better way to do it. So if you're going to do any sort of Smash Attack, make sure the base is shaped like an L because this will optimally give you the best pathing for your heroes and for your Super Yetis. Those healers are there to back up the Super Yetis, which is super helpful, especially because those Yeti mites come out as soon as they get damaged, and them healing just adds more Yeti mites. Absolutely one of the best flawless attacks I've seen from the Super Yeti so far, so if you're looking to really improve yourself with that, you're definitely going to want to check out one of these attacks. I'm going to link all of the armies down below, so feel free to go check that out. Amazing attack. Next, coming in at number 5, we do have a typical Root Rider army with an RC Walk. I put this at number 5 because although it is a very common attack, it was executed perfectly, so we're going to head and watch that now. RC bottom side. This was an interesting RC placement for me because typically you see them going for those heavy defenses, but this RC really only gets the Poison Tower and the Fire Spitter. But regardless, even with all that, it still does fairly well. You're going to want to put the Super Barbarians to make that L shape. And like the Super Yeti, you do want to make this a funnel so the base is shaped like an L because it will ideally help you in the long run. And then just like that, the entire army goes in. Queen at the top. And as those Root Riders approach the Town Hall, you'll see the Warden ability go down because you want to save as much of that army as you can through that Town Hall blast. Queen's going to go right around the base and clean up all those buildings. And there goes the Minion ability, which as you can see, once it's fully maxed out, it's going to go all the way across the entire base, which is some heavy coverage. Beautifully executed. Still have a Super Barbarian for cleanup, and the only thing remaining on this board is pretty much that scatter shot, but the Queen's still alive with healers, so there's nothing left of this base. Amazing attack. Coming in at number 4, we have Forge's Dragon RC Walk Attack. RC coming up at the top. And as you can see, when people are doing these RC walks, once the building gets close enough to being destroyed by the Electro boots, they'll typically place another invisibility where it's going to get passed by, so it just takes the damage from the Electro boots. Super amazing tactic if you can master it. It definitely saves you some invisibility time. As you can see, that RC is going straight through the core, making its own little L shape that we need for this attack. You'll see some cleanup troops at the top, making sure that it gets funneled. And then the Queen on the other side, taking out both of those air sweepers and that air defense, which is definitely key to this attack. If you're going to run any sort of army for your dragons, you're going to need those air sweepers gone because you never want to attack into an air sweep. This army's getting pushed with a minion prince, keeping the RC for cleanup. There goes the blimp. Blimp gets some extra life to make it all the way to the town hall. And there goes the rage with the Yetis. And as you can see, he's hanging on to that RC ability along with those 4 invisibility spells because it's going to be key to cleaning up those defenses that typically take out the rest of the army, like that scatter shot. And this base is absolutely overkilled. Usually you'll see people RC at the beginning. I think RCing at the beginning or end is optimal because you get to save so much of that army, and there goes 4 invisibility spells. Beautifully executed. Coming in at number 3, we do have a drag Zap Attack, which I have not seen in a long time. So this is one that got ranked higher on the scale because you don't see dragons and zaps getting used that much anymore. That center just got obliterated by those 6 lightning spells. Straight for the Warden ability. And there goes the Yetis. And this base, as you can see, is already built to make an L shape, which is optimal for dragon attacks. Saving that minion prince ability for the left side because there's a lot of defenses there that do target dragons. And just like that. Saving that revive, my bad, for whatever hero needs it the most. This is a very hard base to attack in general because that center does make it very difficult to get anything to the town hall. It is a very high risk for 1-stars. So I think using the zaps in the middle was a very smart choice on this side. Again, I haven't seen drag zaps used in a while, so this is why it came number 3 because I thought it was very, very unique for this base and very well thought out. Beautifully executed. Coming in at number 2, we have a Superhog Attack, which I know people have used a lot, but I do love seeing it and I did want to highlight it in this video. RC ability. And it looks like they're going straight for the scatter and the fire spitter, which is a good choice along with the monolith in that same corner. That's a very hefty group of defenses that they're keeping an eye on, which is good. If you're not familiar with Superhog attacks, this is a good one to reference because it does show you the basics of how to use the attack. You're going to want to take out as much splash as you can, and then you're pretty much just going to hybrid your way through the base. Like Town Hall 13 was for hybrid with the hogs and miners, you're going to want to use the same tactics on this for Town Hall 17. Warden ability where it gets rough, which is the scatter compartment with the fire spitter. And hanging on to that RC ability because you do want to keep that for those key defenses that tend to get you last minute. With the rocket spear to keep good distance. And this base is gone for. The only thing they have left is the Archer Tower, but it's not going anywhere. Beautifully executed. One of the most unique attacks I've seen. And finally coming in at number 1. The moment you've all been waiting for, the Electro Dragons. Yes, I said it. I saw Electro Dragons and I knew it had to make the list. This is going to go a Warden Walk. Fireball and Rage, very important in this attack. This is one of those attacks that you don't think you would ever see in Town Hall 17. Electro Dragons have pretty much been out since forever, so the fact that I saw them and it ended up being a triple was a big win. As you can see, that Fireball was used to take out that entire center compartment along with a lot of those big key defenses, along with those Earthquakes, which was key. Then as you look at the corner, you saw the Siege Barracks start to take out a corner of that base, which is key for the Electro Dragons to get the pathing correctly because this is a difficult attack because Electro Dragons are slow. And there goes the Town Hall with the Queen ability and those 2 heroes. Even snagged the Monolith. What a flawless attack. And as you can see, the Electro Dragons have nothing to clean up. It's basically just there for shits and giggles. Great attack. The heroes were flawlessly used. Overall, making this the number 1 attack because I have not seen someone use Electro Dragons in Town Hall 17 in a long time, and I was duly impressed. That being said, I did want to highlight that this team is fighting Sky Domination, which is currently on a 37 win streak, and they are about to dominate it. So, amazing attacks. They're on a good run for the top, so definitely go give them some love. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please join my Discord, like and subscribe, and go join On Fire if you're looking for a more competitive mindset. I will link all of the armies down below. Thank you to On Fire for letting me record all their attacks, and thank you guys so much. See you later.